like, Mom, what happened? And I said, apparently this is what, some bullshit. But we sitting here looking at you and I'm like, oh my God, I still can't fathom, like, what happened, how. I witnessed, Cynthia witnessed, and I called Cynthia right away, and I'm like, what fucked me up was the delivery. She gave it to me like I need answers. Bitch, I'm the one need answers. I need answers, and you come to me like I purposely gave my kid up, gave her name, got a birth certificate. They see I walk around. I'm the one every April 28th. I'm the one every April 28th. I don't put it on Facebook. I like Facebook. I'm not that bitch to go write my life every time something go wrong on Facebook. And again, it was like, why is you coming to me talking about you need answers? And I hung up on it. And that's when I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. And it all started at Sacred Heart fucking hospital.
The one in Allentown?
Yeah. And was born in Allentown. I never left Allentown. Like you said, only time I left Allentown is when I got married. Right after you, I left because finally, Dumbhead and I got married. He went in the army and I got married to him. And we moved in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. That's the only thing. When we got separated from him cheating and then we had to go through divorce, I came right back here. I raised the kids here for 9 years. Then I discovered now they're getting old. I don't like the school system. Let me take them to Tennessee. My mom stayed there. Our whole generation stayed there.
Y'all, so y'all heard how adamant Tracy was about that she didn't give me up. And that conversation continued a little bit more, and then it ended, and I took her back to her place where everybody was still waiting. We finished off our conversations with her together, and then we all headed back to the hotel that they were in to just chill, do sibling things, like have sibling moments, talk about everything, not about what Tracy and I talked about, but just talk about how they're feeling, how I'm feeling, how we can cultivate a relationship with each other and not let this affect us. That's what we now. I didn't want to wait to put the screenshots in because they are about this particular moment, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have lots and lots more parts, so I didn't want to confuse anybody. But that is an adoption paperwork that I put in there. That was Catholic Agency's adoption, and they interview you before you give your child away for adoption. And Tracy did lie about my father's age. If I'm not mistaken, they're 6 years apart. Tracy was 24 and my dad was 18 when I was born. And if you had paid attention and listened, she said that she was going through so much bullshit with my dad because he was cheating and doing all this other stuff, had females calling his phone. In the adoption paperwork, she stated that she did not have any contact with him. He had just forgot about me and her. And so she made the decision to, put me up for adoption. So I thought that was important that I put that in there now. Again, typically they want to know about the other parent so that the child can, at least go with someone in a family. And I believe that she lied so that my father would not get me, that I would not be around. So this just furthers, right? This just furthers everything. I felt as though, this is what I felt. I felt as though, based on hearing her and then based on me getting the paperwork, all of my paperwork, You lied to the agency so that they would not place me with my dad. You just wanted to completely get rid of me. And as you guys can see, she verified so that this paperwork, so y'all can see that this paperwork is legit. This paperwork is original documentation. She said that she planned to marry him. She indeed married him a year later. Another reason that I believe that she lied about my father's age is because you had 2 kids prior to me, one 3 years old and one that was 1 year old. And you said that you were not financially and mentally stable to take care of another child. You had to lie about his age, one, because you didn't want to be a pedo. Yeah, that's important to know. You were fucking around with a 15-year-old while you were 18. That's important to know. She lied and said that she had been with him for a year and a half. So, again, that would be inaccurate. In other paperwork, she stated that he's not my dad, but she planned on marrying him. Stories were changing. Again, this is later. I just wanted to show y'all some of the paperwork and things like that so that it was still fresh in your memory and you didn't have to go all the way back depending on when I started to show more paperwork, that y'all didn't have to go all the way back. Now, it's gonna get a little spicy, y'all. I promise y'all that it's about to get even spicier in the next part, because I'm gonna show you some more paperwork and where shit just was not coming together for me. Like, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. So the question at hand is, did you really leave the hospital without me? Right? Because obviously we've been thinking that. We're like, yeah, of course, Monica, she had to have left you at the hospital and then, da-da-da-da-da. But how do we get to the adoption, right? How do we get to the adoption? Okay? That's what we need to talk about. How did we get to the adoption? It's gonna get spicy because I was pondering forever to figure out this one little tiny timeline, and I'm gonna show y'all that. And that's gonna be in the next part, so stick around. So let's list the very important facts that we saw on this paperwork. The very important facts is that Tracy came to the adoption agency when she was 7.5 months pregnant, which means that was premeditated. You were already planning on relinquishing me. So you came to them at 7.5 months pregnant. You finished off your pregnancy. You delivered me, and then next thing you know, I died in the hospital of SIDS. That's important. Another important thing is you lied. You lied and said you had no contact with the father. If you had contact with the father, they would have reached out to dad, and they would have probably not had the adoption if they knew that there was another parent. They needed to know if there was another parent involved. So she excluded the fact that there was another parent involved. But I don't understand. That's the adoption agency. I don't even understand how they allowed it to go on when she said that she planned on marrying said man. But then again, I also told you in other paperwork, she switched up because there may have been the adoption wasn't gonna go. They weren't going to accept me for adoption because she had said that she was planning on marrying. Because in the other paperwork, she states that he's not actually my father. So of course now they're willing to take me for adoption. This is my take. This is what I see on the paperwork. This is what I'm also putting together from words that I'm hearing from Tracy. Very important information. She said that she was financially and emotionally not stable, but yet she was still going to marry said man within a year, or plans on marrying said man. She did in fact marry said man. He is my father. She in fact did marry my father in '89, and as y'all heard in the clips, she did say that. And then he also was in the services. And then what ended up happening after that is she had my second middle child. But you were financially and emotionally unstable, so you needed to get rid of me. But you facilitated a marriage a year later and had another baby that you can amazingly take care of. Just meet me in the next part, because whoo, child, having to relive this? Ooh! No, for real though. I'm on my way to trauma therapy, y'all. I will be out at 12 p.m. and then I go to work at 12:30. and then I'm gonna be off at 8 o'clock. So I'm trying to hurry up and drop this for you, and I'm gonna be working on the next part for y'all. So see y'all later.